Hi, welcome to my chess channel on YouTube. Thank you for visiting it. Today's date is the 3rd of July 2018. I've had some reasonably good lightning BlitZ games on YouTube, on chess.com last night, and I didn't go too late this morning, sort of thing. But anyway, here we go. And this is another, you guessed it, King's Indian attack and that sort of thing. And so it's quite a good game, actually. Chess is a good game. I've had some comments about it, that some of my plays are not too bad, but the thing is I believe a lot of it has to do with attitude in chess, and if one's attitude isn't very good, especially mine, I'm speaking about, not yours, if my attitude isn't very good in chess, then I can definitely go wrong in it. And I recall a New Zealand second place getter a long time ago in the New Zealand Chess Championships, who, when he would blunder, I would hear him laughing. He would be laughing. And so his attitude was part and parcel of his ability at playing chess, but he would laugh about if he bungles it. So here I have to worry about knight c6 here, attacking my pawn 3 times, so I have to do something about it. So in this event, what could happen is this, and then if I relinquish one defense, I've taken another pawn, of course. So here is h6, threatening same. So go h4, so that obviously if placing the pawn on g5 happens now, then I just take it. And then we're talking about a piece if black wants to try to keep taking on g5. Example being here with gh5, and now bishop g5 isn't really good because of bishop g5, and if capture, then rook h8, etc. So that would be no good. b5, fair enough. g5 now comes, so we take this. And so it's going to be a swap off for something here. Knight d2, knight d4. Ooh, queen g4, I'm not going to bend. Queen e5, rook a e1. There's now queen g6, and now I play c3. Now the resulting moves happen soon hereafter. What would I play here now? Bit crazy. So what do? Yes, you guessed it, I take the pawn with my rook. Whole rook sacrifice. What? May I suggest that I might not play this in a match game and bishop f4, but who knows? It's really tangy. Now, what would I do here if I was black? Maybe here, but I don't quite like the bishop d6 here. I'll show you. Rook e8's no good because of bishop, new variation, bishop here, rook here, and then the obvious queen takes knight, and so I've got at least an exchange back. Then I'm threatening this check and clunk and everything like that, so it's not very nice, is it? Queen f7, bishop d6, wee bit of repeating of moves here until this. Maybe black should just keep repeating. I play here now this pawn move, pawn capture. Notice that the knight on c2 is sort of looking a little bit sort of unprotectable, let me say. So here I make a wee mistake. After knight f6 I don't play just queen f5 and just pick up the knight on c2 loose. Okay, but what can black do here? Maybe maybe rook here, I'm not sure. And then I obviously haven't got my queen check, have I? I haven't got my queen check here or anything to pick up, or here because of the pawn, and pick up the knight, even though it doesn't force it because the queen can just defend it on c2 still. So I'm not sure what black can do here, but black played knight f6 and I played queen h4. I jumble the ball a wee bit, queen g5, and well, I would probably play queen g7. That's what white was met with, and then I go queen f5. So here the knight is just sitting there looking rather odd, really. There's nothing that can be done. So here's rook h5, queen c2. So that's the end of the game, is it? No, that's I'm still an exchange down. So here we've got an opportunity for a bishop swap on g2 to b7. I play knight e4. Now here black goes terribly wrong. They should probably just liquidate, even though, and yeah, maybe just liquidate, but I'm not completely sure. Maybe they should play this or something like that, or say maybe rook e8. But that's no good, because if my opponent plays rook e8, okay, then I just go knight takes. It's not that clear, Dave. Yeah, it's not looking bad for black at all. Queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and I'm exchanged down still. But here black goes terribly wrong with knight g4. So what I now do is I see this weakness here of, if I can get that knight on g4 with, say, my queen in 5-minute chess, of course, with this move, I think I play this move here, and I'm just threatening queen takes knight, and thereby I would be, and if the bishop takes the knight, then I can just either choose to take the queen, or the bishop, or the rook with my queen. I can't leave my queen there, of course, because it's on pre. So this is what I thought of. I thought queen e2 threatens, and I know my opponent was in a wee bit of time trouble, threatens queen g4 check. I'm at to the queen g4, and I get a flow of material back. My opponent played rook e8. Wow, terrible move. Probably about the worst move. Queen g4. And now, did my opponent realise their mistake now? Bishop e4. Okay, we'll relinquish the knight because that's a problem, and now we're threatening your queen. So I took the rook. Now I'm threatening the other rook on e8. So back comes to b g6, the bishop. Now I play bishop to d5, check. And the horrible thing about checks is you have to react to them. Now my opponent plays bishop f7. And now this piece is pinned, and I have mentioned I love pins in chess. I play bishop d6 to c5, threatening bishop d4 and other ramifications thereof. Now let me say, we'll just play a bogus move, and I'll show you what I mean by threatening bishop d4. Now bishop d4 You don't want to play the rook there because it's ridiculous. So you want to protect this h8 square from the queen hitting it. So you go here. Okay? And then you have this move. Jom. Okay? And then really, does black want to be any more trying to white? They can't go there. And they can't go here. And they can't go here. It's check. So the queen wants to take this, and everyone can see queen h8 is checkmate. So that's what I threaten, is bishop d4, etc. Now comes this move, which is really quite sad for black, really, because I have an easy way to just liquidate here, which is something that NZer speaks of a bit in his renditions on strategy and chess. Here I want to liquidate here, and I can. And how do I do that? And so a few seconds for you to consider what you would play here for white, which is pretty simple, but it's good to be able to look at simplicity, because I tell you again, I miss simplicity. Bishop f7 check. There's only one move. Queen f7 and queen g5 check picks up the strand rook on d8. And my opponent thereby resigned. Fair enough, because it's pretty bad now. Now I'm actually going to be a rook and a piece up, and 2 pawns. Okay, so I'm going to be ending up a rook and two rook and a piece and 2 pawns up. Very healthy. Okay, now the wee photo I have here is of what I used to think chess players were like when I was a young lad, just going to the Otago Chess Club. The first time I thought I was going to meet a whole lot of old fogies. Now these were the New Zealand championships of about 1896, 95, but I didn't actually get the detail of the photo. But these are the 12, and there's 11 players here. So there must have been 10 rounds. So anyway, these were the New Zealand championship lineup for that tournament back then. Anyway, that's the end of my session. I hope you enjoyed that. Another King's Indian defense attack, whatever you want to call it, set up from my renditioning of that state, whatever. Okay, thank you very much. Please accept my apology for that. Okay, and that's David Weegenaar, over and out from New Zealand, Christchurch, deep south.